Hello and welcome. It's a quiet evening, a perfect time to pause and turn inward. If you're watching this, perhaps your heart is restless, carrying the weight of old wounds that refuse to heal. Tonight we will walk together through a gentle Buddhist story, one that holds a mirror to those hidden pains, offering a path toward peace and rest. The teachings of the Buddha remind us that healing begins with awareness, becoming present with our pain, without judgment, without rushing away. It's not about forgetting the past, but learning to meet it with kindness, so it no longer controls us. This story, and the meditation that follows, will guide you to soften the grip of those memories and create space for calm and healing. Before we start, please find a comfortable position sitting or lying down. Allow your body to feel supported. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Feel the tension melting away from your muscles. Let your shoulders drop, your face soften, your hands rest lightly. Let yourself arrive here, fully, in this moment of calm. Focus now on your breathing, steady, natural, and peaceful. Together, we will explore how to heal past wounds and invite gentle rest for your sleepless heart. Let's begin this journey. Close your eyes gently. Let the outside world fade for a while. There is nowhere to go, nothing to fix, nothing to solve. Just breathe. Let each breath be a soft wave that carries you inward. Tonight, we begin a story not just told in words, but felt in silence. A story of healing the quiet wounds that time never erased. Imagine a monk, old but radiant. His eyes, though aged, shine with the calm of 1,000 still mornings. He walks slowly through the forest, where golden light spills between the trees. Birds do not scatter at his presence. Even the breeze seems to pause for him. He carries no belongings except a small wooden bowl, and the memory of many lives, some peaceful, some painful. He once had a name, but now he is simply the listener. People seek him not because he speaks often, but because he knows how to hear what others cannot say. One evening, as twilight poured into the sky, a woman arrived. Her face was tired, not from age, but from carrying too many stories she never told. She sat before him with eyes lowered and said, "I cannot sleep." He looked at her, not with judgment, not with pity, but with stillness. "Tell me," he said. She shook her head. "I don't know where to start. It's all too much. It's been with me for so long that it feels like who I am." The listener placed his bowl beside him and replied, "Then let us begin not with answers, but with breath. Let the breath speak where words cannot." You too, dear listener, may not know where to begin, but you are here, and that is more than enough. The first step in healing is to allow yourself to be held by the earth beneath you, by the breath within you, by the space that expects nothing from you. Take a slow, deep breath in and let it go. Again, inhale gently, exhale fully. The woman followed his breath, her shoulders trembling, her fingers clutching the edge of her scarf. "Why does the past feel heavier at night?" she asked. The monk answered, "Because night is honest. It strips away distractions. When all else is quiet, we can finally hear the echoes of what we buried." She nodded, tears forming in the corners of her eyes. "I don't even know what hurts anymore. I just know I feel broken." The listener did not rush to reassure her. Instead, he offered silence, a space wide enough for her pain to stretch out and breathe. In Buddhism, we learn that suffering deepens when we resist it, when we try to fix it too quickly, or pretend it shouldn't be there. But when we allow it to be seen without fear, it begins to shift. "The wound is not your enemy," the monk said. "It is a doorway. If we enter it with awareness, we come out the other side softer, wiser." The woman looked at him, confused. But how do I enter pain without drowning in it? He smiled gently. By not entering it alone. Breathe with it, sit with it, don't wrestle it, let it speak to you. You too might carry wounds that have no name, the ache of being misunderstood, the sharp edge of betrayal, the slow grief of years lost. These wounds may not bleed, but they pull at your soul when the world goes quiet. Tonight, let them rest beside you, like old friends who no longer need to be silenced. You don't need to understand everything to be at peace. You only need to stop running. Let your breath be your anchor. Each inhale is a gesture of self-kindness. Each exhale, a soft release of tension. If tears come, let them. They are not a failure. They are the rain that softens the hard soil within. The monk watched the woman begin to cry. He did not interrupt. He simply closed his eyes and breathed with her. In that shared silence, something began to shift, not dramatically, not all at once, but like a frozen river beginning to melt. The woman wasn't healed, but for the first time in years, she felt safe enough to begin. And that was everything. This is your moment now. No matter how long the pain has lived within you, it does not define your future. Breathe into that space. Trust that healing doesn't need to be forced. It unfolds like night turning into dawn, and you are not alone. Even in the stillness, you are deeply held by the breath, by the earth, by the story that holds you gently until sleep arrives. Let go, just a little, just enough to stay here, and tomorrow we will walk further together. As you rest deeper into this gentle night, the breath becomes even softer, almost like a whisper against your skin. There is no need to go anywhere else. This is your refuge. And in this safe space, we will begin to walk through a story not one of fantasy, but of awakening. Imagine now a figure sitting beneath a great tree. It is not just any tree, but the Bodhi tree, the tree of awakening. The night is still. The moon above casts a silver light through the leaves. The one sitting beneath it is quiet, unmoving. It is Siddhartha, he who would become the Buddha. But in this moment, he is just a seeker, like you. A being carrying questions, longings, and wounds. Before he found peace, the Buddha faced his past. He sat with his fears, his regrets, his memories of a life once lived in pleasure and then in harsh asceticism. He saw all the ways he had run from pain, tried to conquer it, suppress it, deny it, and now he just breathed, no longer fighting, just present. And here is the truth he discovered, one we so often forget. Pain is not our enemy. Pain is a teacher. It rises not to punish us, but to reveal where we are still clinging, still afraid. Every wound from the past, every sorrow, every moment that left us feeling small, these are not marks of weakness. They are invitations, invitations to return to ourselves with compassion. As you hear this, perhaps you remember a wound of your own, a moment someone left, a time you were blamed unfairly, a betrayal, a silence that hurt more than words ever could. Allow the image to surface, not to hurt you again, but to be freed. The Buddha taught, with our thoughts, we make the world. And so too with our thoughts, we hold our pain in place sometimes for years. What if tonight you could begin to release it? Place your hand gently over your heart. Feel its warmth. Feel the steady rhythm that has carried you through it all. And silently say, I am willing to heal. I don't need to have all the answers. I just need to be here. Now. Let your breath guide you deeper. As you inhale, imagine you are breathing in peace. And as you exhale, you are releasing the story, the old narrative that says you are broken or unworthy. Inhale peace. Exhale pain. Inhale compassion. Exhale the tightness in your chest. Let it go, with love. Now imagine sitting beneath your own Bodhi tree. It may not be in India. Perhaps it's in a quiet corner of your memory, a garden, a childhood tree, a place where you once felt safe. Imagine sitting there now. Let your body relax against the earth. Feel its support beneath you. Above you, the stars are watching, silent and loving. In your heart you say, I am not here to fix the past, I am here to make peace with it. This is where true healing begins, not in forgetting, but in changing the way we hold what has happened. From clenched fists to open palms, from resistance to release. And so you sit, like the Buddha once sat. Still, awake, willing to face what comes, not with fear, but with tenderness. And in the distance, a whisper from the Dharma speaks. As the lotus grows from the mud, so does your peace arise from your pain. Do not fear the darkness, it is the soil of transformation. Rest in that. Let it settle into your bones. You are not alone. You are not beyond healing. You are on the path. And tonight, the path is lit with stars. The night deepens, and so does your awareness. You are not falling asleep to escape. You are resting to awaken to what is true, to what is tender, to what has always been quietly waiting inside you. Let us stay under that sacred tree, the Bodhi tree, not just as observers, but as participants in this sacred pause. Like the Buddha, you are not chasing enlightenment as something outside of you. You are discovering it where it has always been, in the breath, in the stillness, in the willingness to stay with yourself. Do you remember a time when you were a child, and the world felt so wide, so mysterious, yet safe in the presence of someone you trusted? That feeling of being held, of being allowed to just be it still, lives inside you. Healing begins by returning to that inner sanctuary. The Buddha, as he sat in the quiet of the night, faced not just his memories, but also the deep forces of desire, aversion, and ignorance. They rose in waves, tempting him to turn away, to give in, to abandon the path. But he remained, not because he was superhuman, but because he understood nothing can be transformed if we run from it. In your own life, the past may rise like that, two waves of shame, of regret, of questions unanswered. But listen closely. You do not need to solve the past tonight. You only need to stop fighting it, to sit with it, breathe with it, and soften around it. Say quietly in your heart, I forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't know. I forgive those who hurt me, not because they were right, but because I want to be free. Forgiveness is not approval. It is release. It is allowing your soul to unclench and open again. Sometimes it is enough to simply whisper, this too is past, and I am still here. Let this moment become a sanctuary. Let the breath anchor you. Let the darkness cradle you, not as a void, but as a womb of renewal. You are not broken. You are in the process of remembering who you truly are. Now imagine a gentle light rising from the earth beneath you. It's not bright or blinding, just soft and warm, like the first light of dawn. It touches your feet, moves up through your spine, and surrounds your heart like a gentle embrace. This is your own awakened nature, never lost, only hidden beneath the noise of pain. As you rest in this field of quiet awareness, imagine the Buddha beside you, not as a figure from ancient times, but as the living embodiment of presence, of understanding. He does not offer you advice or answers. He simply offers his silence, his unwavering compassion. And in that silence, you begin to hear your own heart more clearly. Not the voice of fear, not the echo of old criticism, but the voice beneath it all. The one that whispers, you have always been enough. Even in your confusion, you were worthy. Even in your darkest nights, you were never alone. Let those words settle. Let them replace the old narratives. There is no need to prove yourself, no need to perform healing. You are healing by simply being here, breathing, listening, and allowing. And if tears come, let them. They are the rain that softens the soil. They do not weaken you. They prepare you to bloom. Tonight, you are not chasing peace. You are returning to it. And as the stars continue to shine above, you remember, this heart is your temple, this breath is your prayer, and this night is sacred. Tonight, you are not alone, not with this breath, not with this awareness, not with this intention to heal. You are part of a lineage of hearts that have broken open, not to be shattered, but to become more compassionate, more luminous, more free. This is the wisdom of the Buddha, that even suffering, when held in the light of mindfulness, becomes the very path of awakening. Let us return to the breath again, gently, tenderly, no force, no pressure. Just this quiet companionship with life as it is. Inhale and feel the gift of this moment entering you. Exhale and let go of what no longer serves. Can you feel the stillness within the breath? That pause between the inhale and the exhale, that is where your true self rests. Not in the story, not in the pain, but in the silence that holds it all. When the Buddha faced Mara, the embodiment of fear, temptation, and doubt, he did not run. He did not argue. He simply said, "I see you." That seeing was enough to disarm the illusion. Tonight, you too may be visited by old voices. They might whisper, "You're not enough." They might say, "You'll never heal." But you do not need to believe them. You only need to recognize them. I see you pain. I see you fear. I see you shame. And then, like the Buddha, you can say, "And still, I remain." The power of presence is not in fixing. It is in staying. Imagine now that each painful memory is like a child knocking at your door. You don't need to invite them in to stay forever. But you also don't need to slam the door shut. Open the door. Offer them your breath. Offer them your kindness. And then let them go when they are ready. This is how healing happens, not in grand gestures, but in the quiet willingness to feel what is here. There is a deep wound that so many carry, the belief that they must heal perfectly, or they have failed. But in Buddhism, perfection is not the goal. Freedom is. You are free to be messy, you are free to be soft, you are free to begin again, as many times as you need. Each breath is a beginning, each night is a return, each tear is holy. So tonight, let go of the timeline, let go of the comparison, let go of the question, "Am I there yet?" You are not a project, you are a presence. Let this truth wash over you like warm rain. There is nothing wrong with you. There is only pain asking to be loved. And now, rest, not as an escape, but as a sacred act. You are not giving up, you are giving in to love, to stillness, to trust. May this sleep be a temple. May your dreams be kind. May your heart remember, you are already whole. Some wounds don't speak in words. They live in the body as tension, in the heart as hesitation, and in the breath as resistance. And sometimes the deepest healing begins not by understanding the story, but by listening to what silence is trying to tell us. Tonight in this sacred quiet, let's return to our breath again, not to control it, but to befriend it. As you inhale, soften your shoulders. As you exhale, relax your jaw. Let your belly be gentle. Let your hands rest open. There is no need to perform. There is no one you need to become. You are enough, here, in this moment. The Buddha taught that craving is the root of suffering, not just craving for pleasures, but craving for things to be different than they are. We often crave healing itself. We chase peace, we beg for sleep. But in that very grasping, we tighten around our pain. So tonight, let us practice letting be. Let us sit beside our discomfort like we would sit beside a dear friend. No fixing, no pushing away, just presence. This presence is your true refuge, not in the past that's gone, not in the future that hasn't arrived, but in the still space of now. Perhaps your mind still wanders. That's okay. Gently guide it back as you would guide a child, not with punishment, but with patience. Come back, dear one, you can whisper inwardly. This breath is home. If tears arise, let them fall without judgment. If memories return, let them visit without shame. This is your sanctuary. In Buddhism, there is a practice called metta, loving kindness. You begin with yourself. Tonight, let us send ourselves the blessings we so freely offer others. Silently you can repeat, may I be safe, may I be held, may I be at ease. Again, may I be safe, may I be held, may I be at ease. Let these words wrap around the old wound like a soft cloth, not to cover it up, but to hold it with care. You may never get the apology you deserve. You may never get the explanation. But you can offer yourself the love that was missing. You can be the one who stays. You can be the one who listens. You can be the one who does not abandon your own heart. Each act of self-kindness undoes years of harshness. Each breath taken in compassion is a thread in the fabric of your healing. So stay here a little longer, not because you must, but because you are allowed. Rest is not earned, it is given, and it is yours. May you feel the peace that does not depend on conditions. May you taste the joy of being exactly as you are. And as you drift towards sleep, remember this: you are not broken, you are blooming in the dark. There are nights when the silence feels heavier than any sound, when even the ticking of the clock seems too loud, and your thoughts fill the room like a flood with nowhere to go. In those moments, the past can appear so vivid, as if it just happened yesterday. Perhaps there was a time someone broke your trust, left you in the middle of your story, or never saw the depth of your heart. These memories come not to punish, but to be acknowledged. The Buddha once said, you can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and compassion than you are yourself. And that person is not to be found anywhere. So tonight, let's come back to ourselves with the gentleness we often forget to give. Inhale slowly, and with each breath in, gather the scattered pieces of yourself. Exhale softly, and with each breath out, release the need to carry what no longer serves you. You are not here to rewrite the past. You are here to hold it with presence. Maybe you've spent years trying to be strong, to prove you're okay, to move on. But healing is not a destination, it's a remembering. A remembering that you are worthy of care, even when you're quiet, even when you feel lost. The Buddha taught that everything is impermanent. Joy changes, pain changes. This moment too is changing. So don't rush. There is no test here, no timeline. Just breathe and the softness of being. Feel your body lying here safe, warm, and supported. Let your face soften. Let your chest open, even if just a little. You are allowed to relax. You are allowed to not have the answers. You are allowed to rest without needing to be fixed. Imagine the Buddha sitting beside you now, not judging, not speaking, just being. His presence is your reminder that stillness is enough, that silence is not empty, but full of wisdom, that your breath, just as it is sacred. As you listen now, place one hand on your heart if you'd like. Feel its quiet rhythm. This heart has endured so much, yet it still beats, it still hopes, it still longs for peace. Honor it. Tonight, offer it kindness. Whisper gently inside, I am healing. even if I don't see it yet. I am healing, even if I still ache. I am healing, because I am here. You don't need to do more, just stay present. And in this moment, that is more than enough. In the quiet moments before sleep, your mind may still wander to places of hurt and regret. This is natural, for the mind often clings to what it knows, even when it brings pain. But tonight, as you lie here, begin to notice how your breath is steady and calm, how your body feels supported by the earth beneath you. The Buddha taught that suffering arises from attachment, from clinging to things as if they could stay forever. Yet everything is in constant flow, like the river that never holds the same water twice. Imagine now that each painful memory is like a leaf floating on that river. You don't need to dive in or grasp the leaf. Just watch it drift away, carried gently by the current. This act of watching without grabbing is the heart of mindfulness, a gentle awareness that allows you to be with what is, without being overwhelmed by it. As you breathe in, invite calm into your being. As you breathe out, let go of tension and fear. Feel how your breath connects you to this present moment, safe, here, alive. There is no need to fix or change yourself. You are exactly as you need to be. In this space, healing begins not by erasing the past, but by softening your relationship with it. When you allow yourself to be present with your pain, it transforms from a heavy burden into a teacher. And from this place of acceptance, compassion can grow first for yourself, then for others. You might recall the Buddha's words, "Hatred does not cease through hatred at any time. Hatred ceases through love. This is an unalterable law." Let love be the light that gradually melts the shadows of your old wounds. Feel it spread quietly in your chest, radiating warmth and peace. With each breath, you are planting seeds of healing deep within, seeds that will bloom in their own time. For now, rest in this gentle knowing that you are cared for by yourself, by the universe, and by the wisdom of the Buddha. When you awaken, carry this peace with you like a soft cloak, wrapping you gently throughout your day. Let your breath continue to cradle you as the night deepens. Each inhale a soft invitation to return home to yourself. Each exhale a quiet letting go of what no longer serves you. Perhaps you begin to notice a gentle shift, a loosening in the chest, a warmth around your heart, a subtle stillness within. This is not escape, but presence. It is the sacred arrival into this very moment, where nothing needs to be different than it is. The Buddha often spoke of the power of seeing things as they truly are, without judgment, without resistance. In this clarity, suffering dissolves, not because life becomes perfect, but because we stop fighting what is. Tonight, allow yourself the gift of non-resistance. You are not broken. You are simply a human being, walking the path of awakening, sometimes stumbling, sometimes standing tall, but always moving forward. With every breath, you are learning to meet yourself with kindness. With every moment of awareness, you are tending to the tender parts of your soul that long to be seen, not fixed. Imagine now that you are sitting beside a younger version of yourself, the one who was wounded, the one who didn't know how to cope. Look at them not with pity, but with deep compassion. Say to them softly, "You did your best, and I'm here now. You are safe." This inner reconciliation is a sacred act of healing. No longer do you need to abandon yourself to please others or silence your truth to fit in. The Buddha taught that the path to freedom begins with right understanding, knowing that all things arise and pass away, and in this impermanence lies liberation. Rest now in the truth that your worth is not tied to your past. You are not your pain, your mistakes, or your wounds. You are the loving presence witnessing all of it. Let this presence grow larger than your fear. Let it hold your entire story with tenderness. As the night wraps you in silence, may you sleep knowing that the journey of healing is not linear, but circular, spiraling ever deeper into love. You are not alone. With every breath, the wisdom of the Buddha walks with you. Breathe in gently, and as you do, imagine drawing in light, a soft, warm glow that fills your chest with spaciousness and calm. Breathe out slowly, and allow the weight of the day, of the week, of the years past, to melt into the earth beneath you. You are supported. You are allowed to rest. The night holds no demands, no expectations. This moment is yours and yours alone. As you settle deeper into stillness, you may notice old memories rising again, like ripples on a quiet lake. Do not turn away. Instead, observe them like a gentle monk sitting under the Bodhi tree, steady, calm, curious. These memories are not here to harm you. They come as messengers, revealing what still seeks your loving attention. The Buddha taught that mindfulness is the path to freedom, not by erasing the past, but by being present with it, holding it in awareness without fear. So tonight, if a memory of shame arises, let it float through your mind like a drifting cloud. If regret appears, greet it with kindness. If sorrow visits, welcome it like an old friend. You have survived every version of yourself that once doubted, cried, or collapsed. And now you are here, breathing, resting, awakening. Healing is not about forgetting, it's about remembering who you truly are beneath the layers of pain. A radiant being of awareness. The one who watches, the one who forgives, the one who returns to stillness again and again. You don't have to force anything. Just breathe, just be. In this sacred pause, everything begins to shift. Even the hardest stone is softened by the river's gentle persistence. In the same way, your presence, your calm witnessing begins to soften even the deepest wound. This is the miracle of loving awareness. This is the heart of the Buddha's path. Tonight, you are walking this path not with your feet, but with your breath. One gentle inhale at a time. One peaceful exhale at a time. Rest here. You have nothing to prove, nowhere to go. Just this, just now, just peace. Let us return gently to this breath. This single breath that connects you to everything. As you inhale, feel the cool air touch the back of your throat. Feel your chest expand like a soft flower opening in the dark. As you exhale, let your body sink deeper into comfort, into warmth, into peace. Nothing is required of you now. You have done enough. You have been brave enough to face the shadows of your past, kind enough to offer them a seat beside you, wise enough to listen. The Buddha taught that in the stillness of the heart, clarity arises. And with clarity comes compassion. You do not need to fix the past. You only need to meet it, gently, without resistance. And that meeting, open, present, honest, is where healing blooms. So now, in the soft hush of this night, feel how far you've come. Not in miles, but in courage. Not in accomplishments, but in the way you've learned to be tender with yourself. Every breath you've taken tonight has been an act of love. Every moment of stillness, a sacred prayer. There is nothing broken in you. There is only the memory of pain and the great light of awareness embracing it. This light is not something you need to earn. It is your nature, your true self. The awakened presence that watches with kindness, that speaks in silence, that listens without judgment. Even now, as the night holds you, know that your path is unfolding perfectly. You are not late, you are not lost. You are simply arriving, breath by breath, into yourself, into a deeper truth. into peace. The Buddha walked the same path not to escape suffering, but to transform it. And so do you now, in your quiet way. Let this night be a refuge. Let your body be a temple. Let your breath be a teacher. There is nothing more to do. You are safe. You are enough. Let go. Drift gently. Let sleep cradle you like a mother holding her child. Let dreams come softly, shaped by loving awareness. You have walked through darkness with open eyes. You have turned towards your pain with courage. And now you rest in the arms of the present moment, in the lap of compassion, in the light of your own awakening.